XRP, we start with 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. Before I start the analysis again, I need to highlight that we create a playlist for, the easier access for the each crypto. If anyone is looking for update, they just simply can go to the playlist, and then from there they can find the update. And beside that, we have the Telegram group and Twitter, and share all the links. Whatever the video I upload on the YouTube, I will share the links there, because I received the comments that traders, they cannot get the notification from YouTube, they cannot get the on time. Anyway, this is how make the, if they join, because since I mentioned I share all the links in the Telegram and Twitter, this is the fastest way for them at least to reach. And now if we move to 1 hour chart, you want to see how we can look for trade. If we refer to our analysis, I mentioned we can expect the price to drop, and this is what we get. And as what we have here, we see the correction. When we see this kind of the correction, technically we can expect the price to drop. And even we mentioned we can expect the price to drop to this zone. Then from there, we need to make a decision whether we should look for reversal or the price to drop some more. Okay, that's mean if this one tend to a deeper move, we can look for one more drop. And what we, how deep we're expecting the price drop to 0.96, following by 0.91. That's mean 96 and 91 cents within this one. Then from there we see whether there is a continuation or reversal. There is no much changes if we refer to our analysis in my last video. And if we move to daily chart, we're looking at this flat. Most of the chart, they have a similar movement. And when we see this kind of the flat, mostly we can expect the price retest the previous low. Okay, how deep it can go? Mostly what I think the price can at least retest the lowest price of this flat and reverse from there. I don't think, even if we put this one in relative to this, I don't think the next move can be as deep as what we have here. Okay, because in bigger picture, we're looking for this correction. And in this case, we move to forward chart. You want to see how we can look at the forward chart. And this is what we get. This is the flat we're looking for. That's why we want to see whether this one can turn to a deeper correction. If the price drop as a corrective move, mostly we can look for continuation. That means we will see this kind of the flat. All right. But if this one tend to, as we mentioned, tend to a correction, the next one is drop as a sharp move. Mostly we can expect the price to retest the previous low. Okay, that's mean whether what I mentioned right now, I want to highlight this, whether this is the only flat or this one can turn to more complex. Okay, and if this one turn to more complex, the next down move can be quite sharp, similar to what we get here. But just now, based on 1 hour daily chart, I mentioned the only things I'm expecting the price to retest the low. That's why if this one turn to move a bit higher, still we're looking only price to drop and retest the low before we get the reversal. Okay, but how to look for trade? Based on 1 hour chart, we mentioned we want to get one more drop, we confirm with this move, then any reversal from there, we look, if we get the reversal, we look for buy. Okay, that's why we want to see whether the price can drop and break this zone or not. And the only thing is based on 1 hour chart, right now we're looking at this one for one more drop. Even if the price reverses a corrective move, I don't think we can get a really good trade set up. Okay, anyway, what we were looking for, we prefer this one turn to a correction, at least give us one more drop. Then from there, we see whether we can look for continuation or reversal. And right now, we cannot even sell from here, because the only way to look for sell, having entry below this, which is not a good idea. The best thing is let this one turn to a deeper correction. Then we see whether we can get the sell set up or not. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.